What's up, guys? This is JTQ9, and welcome back to another season of JTQ videos, season 46, war number 1, and I can tell you we are in for a doozy today of nothing but the most brilliant fights you've ever seen in your life. Or quite possibly the opposite of that. So, I know there's a new tactic, and I'd love to be able to blame that for a lot of these fights, but the problem is that I don't believe I died to any of the tactic fights. So although the kill counts were a lot higher than we've seen in previous seasons, and now after being a couple wars in, after completing a couple wars and kind of coming back and redoing the videos, because at the time, to be perfectly honest with you, I was full on tilted and just royally ticked off. So this is a fight where now, you know, I've pushed him to an SP3. I've taken that to the face. I have completely messed up all and every variation of how you're supposed to actually play against, or with Hulk, I should say, in terms of the perma-stun that you can get on him. But I got him down. I got him down. With very little health left, I might add. And I should have known at that point that this was not going to be my way to go. I know the first wars typically are tough because you're just coming off from a break. But here you go. Here we go. So we got an abs man against a Terrax. Should be pretty easy, right? Except within, what, 2 seconds, 5 hits, I am dead. Yeah, you guys didn't see that happen, eh? You did not see that happen as quick as that did. And neither did I, as I stood there staring at the screen being like, what the hell just happened? Reading back on the notes, again, not tactic, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Realizing after that parries could fail and did fail, and just in complete and utter disbelief now, as we're 2 fights in and we've already ruined our streak for the season. So the other part is that in this fight, I also haven't told you how many times I've died yet in this war. I've died at least once, and we'll start at that. But as you see, as this fight's going on now, as I'm trying to stay in magma form, which is what you're supposed to do, and if you notice on the left-hand portion, you see the 7, and then it ticks to an 8, and then it ticks to a 9, and then I'm taking some bigger hits because he has some Furies, and then it ticks to a 10, and I'm realizing, why is this guy not melting as fast as it's supposed to? So eventually I look up and see, oh my goodness gracious, there's exhaustion on me with no heal block, with heal block on, so I'm taking damage, well, from the rock field primarily, but I'm not doing any damage because of the weaknesses. And I think it was about here where I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this down. So a minute and a half in, down to 15% health, he's still at 24%. Able to throw some specials. I'm like, how am I going to get this guy down? So I'm going, I'm fighting, I'm keep going, just keep pounding, try not to take any additional damage that you don't have to take, and YOLO it. No, I didn't YOLO it. So now I'm down to 2%, and extremely nervous. I land probably the best intercept of my life. Not even joking there. To make sure that I only died to him once. Thank goodness, I only had to use Absman once. Because to heal up Hulk was a ton. And then to heal up Absman would have been a pain. But it gets better, as you saw in maybe my thumbnail. Absman, again, another fight that probably going in, I probably didn't ask enough questions. Because the way I was going at it was, typically when I fight against him, is that he throws a special, I counter with a heavy to knock down his mode, but because of all the buffs and stuff that I have on and his Mystic Dispersion, he gains a lot of power. So I'm basically hitting him twice, he's regenerating, ends up because of Mystic Dispersion getting to a red, to 3 bars of power, throws it. So I've sped this fight up a lot, just because I just don't want to watch it over and over. And he kind of constantly gains power. And not at one point did I realize that... Sorry, I was thinking, okay, I should try to stun him, this, that, but I've already used up my Invol boost. And then I decide to jump in, try to get him, I guess, when he's waking up, or I don't even know what the heck I was thinking there. And ate a special to the face and died now twice. So this was late at night again, and I'm trying to figure out what I could do. No one's awake to be able to help here, except finally I get some help, because I think I ended up waiting till the next day, or I don't even remember. I was so annoyed. I was like, okay, I was supposed to heavy stun, or sorry, not heavy stun him, but don't counter his heavies right away, or don't counter his specials right away. Build up to your SP2, get your charges up, and then once you get to that point, once kind of Hulk's rages, or not rages, but charges are up high enough, then you start the chain cycle, where you just ground and pound, after obviously you knock down his defenses. So as you can see what's going on, I've got him permanently stunned, doing some pretty decent damage, still keeping him stunned. I still have, 3, 2, and then 1 Fury kind of left, which extends the amount of stun duration, and he went down real easy. So now am I not only annoyed that I died to him the first time, I'm even more annoyed that he went down even easier than I thought he would. So now I'm heading into this fight, this domino fight, which is always just a pain. And my first time taking it here with my newly ranked 3 Shuri. This was actually the fight I was the most worried about. And now I'm in it, 2 deaths gone, and freaking out, because it's also tactic. But the good news is with Shuri is that she does block unblockable specials. Kind of passively, I guess, or it's in her kit. So there's not really much to worry about here, other than making sure that all the placebos don't give her too much power. So you kind of have to kind of stay away, bait the specials out, and then kind of get in an attack. I was just trying to get, the crit shocks up, and then back up, and just kind of let them do the damage as much as possible. But since it's an R3 Shuri, she is doing a lot more damage, and this fight was never in doubt. Went down super easy, and really pumped that I will probably be taking her a lot this season. Probably just a hunch. And then now finally going into the final fight of this war. Again, 2 deeps death. Two deeps death. Wow, that's good English. 2 deaths deep. And this to me I thought was going to be the easiest one. I took him a lot last season with Shuri, and in battlegrounds and different things. For me, Shuri is the perfect counter for him, except for when you start taking hits and let brute force kick in. So again, build up the shocks, throw the SP1 to get the critical up. I'm trying to always bait the SP1. I just find it less chaotic to bait, or to evade. So it just makes it a little bit easier. Again, get the shocks up as much as possible, bait the SP1, and then go in and counter and make sure that the shocks stay up. So that's all it is. I took more damage than I would have liked to have. Brute strength, or brute force I should say, was a little bit of a pain. But again, once I was able to get kind of those crit shocks up, I mean, look at the damage I was doing. I was doing 10,000 hit mediums and 8,000 hit lights, and there's 6,000 lights and 10. Like, you're just doing kind of massive damage. And then at the same time too, the shocks are ticking at 3,000 a second. So doing some really, really big damage on a very beefy, meaty asthma. Yeah, so anyways, I'm drawing a blank completely right now. But GT40 first we're in, and we did not have a good showing. 20 deaths. So I could happily say that it wasn't just me, and that my 2 deaths didn't count for anything. But we still don't like that. We still don't like dying. Obviously, it feels horrible. But what can you do? So, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.